NewGenGamers.com.
That was another aspect of the Xbox really brought to the table was System Link. Before we had seen other consoles that could do kind of LAN or a little bit of online play that was provided mostly by third-party publishers or Sega with SegaNet. But Microsoft really brought it to the forefront with Xbox Live. They tried to push that as a main selling point for the console, being able to play with your friends online and have a seamless experience without too many problems. Xbox Live was included in a lot of games for the original Xbox. And the way that they did it was it did not come out originally with the launch of the system. It came out a year later on the same date as the Xbox, so they gave them a year to try and get that kind of off the ground. Now, it was a subscription-based service, so you had to either buy one of the kits and the cards, or you just put your credit card in online and it just charged you. About 2 months after the launch, there were about 250,000 people playing on Live. So it was starting to build a small user base. By the end of the original Xbox's lifespan, they had reached about 2 million members before the 360 came out. Now, you could play original Xbox games on Live until April 15th, 2010, and that's when they discontinued all support for Xbox One games. So that now, if we were to try and hook up our console now to my internet, which might be a little difficult because it's wireless internet, and I'd have to run a cord for quite a bit to get it to my router, but nonetheless, if we were to try and set that up, we could not play Xbox One games on the original console itself or on the Xbox 360.
Alright, Ray. I'm having issues.
You're having issues.
In that I can't get through the door.
Okay. Where is the door?
Or what was the door?
Yeah. What door are you speaking of? I'm guessing it's past here?
That one. Right here. This one.
Oh.
Because the barrel's there.
Let's move the barrel. It opened.
Yeah, but look. I'm going forward.
Can you jump?
No.
Well, this one brings up a interesting in-game glitch. Try grabbing that.
Had to remember how to switch thingy-mabobs.
No, that was just game design there. Just needed to switch over to your gun that move things. Yeah, the way that Xbox Live was set up is that you could also download content from it, and the original Xbox headsets allowed you to kind of disguise your voice if you chose to. I think they took that option away in the 360 headsets because there were probably too many people just getting on there and being douches.
Alright, door won't open.
I'm sorry. Try climbing the ladder.
What ladder?
Wasn't there a ladder?
There is not a ladder. I was looking for one, but I do not see a ladder.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we've shown a little bit off of Time Splitters, so do you want to move on? Alright, everybody. We're back and taking a look at Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. This one has a very interesting idea. If you just want to load up the other game, you can. It's based on the Halo engine and is set in like a kind of 1950s fantasy land. Like, it's not really a city or anything. It's just kind of, it's just an area for you to run around and be a zombie.
Indeed. And
As you can see, there's some interesting load screens.
You get to play as a zombie, as opposed to playing as a person.
Yes.
How strange is that you actually get to play as a zombie? That doesn't happen that often.
No, I think this is one of the first games to do that. I'm not going to say the first because I'm
don't know.
Kind of sure about Resident Evil Outbreak because I think you could play as a zombie in that too. For a short time.
Right.
Because eventually you would rot away. Yes, it has these 50s kind of
Commercials.
Propaganda, if you will.
Yeah, and they have futuristic stuff that we don't have currently, like that
Traffic
air riding
directing robot and
air riding car.
The city is called Punch Bowl. Nice. It's a phone bot. Uh-oh. Nazis. Interesting. Now, this game itself has kind of an interesting story behind it. It fell under some controversy, which is kind of ridiculous. So we're going to go into that real quick. Stubbs the Zombie and Fear, in November 2005, were called cannibalistic by our old friend Joe Lieberman. Joe Lieberman, the same guy that attacked Night Trap. So, he said that it's the worst kind of message to kids, and furthermore, it can harm the entirety of America's youth. First of all, it goes without saying that this is rated M for mature. So, anyone that would be able to buy this would have to have a parent present to buy it.
Or be 18 or 17 or older.
Yeah. So if their parent chooses to let them play this game, chances are they're probably watching zombie movies. Because their parents are okay with that. I know my mom was, and all I ended up getting was gaining some kind of love for George Romero movies. And Shaun of the Dead. As you can see, you are playing as Stubbs here. Kind of the grainy picture quality is kind of neat. But anyways, the developer of the game actually came back with a written press release, and this is what it ended up saying. The current kerfuffle in the U.S. media about Stubbs the Zombie can be summed up in one word: semantics. Stubbs, they say, is a cannibal. That's nonsense, as anyone with working knowledge of cannibals can tell you. Stubbs fails all the classic litmus tests for cannibalism. He doesn't wear a bone through his nose. He does not help FBI agents track down serial killers. He has not written a cookbook. His name is not Jeffrey Dahmer. The list goes on and on. Stubbs is a zombie. Thus the title, Stubbs the Zombie. Zombies eat brains. That's what they do. Stubbs cannot just saunter into the cafeteria and order a plate of freedom fries. He has to fight for his meals. In fact, actual cannibals only make it harder for Stubbs to eat, which is why this cannibalism story is insulting as well as injurious. It's no surprise that the all-human media cartel resorts to distortions in name-calling. Their anti-zombie bias has been evident for decades, and Stubbs is just the newest target. If you're a thinking adult, you're probably ready to hear the other side of the story. You'll find it in Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse, in stores now for Xbox, PC, and Macintosh. Don't let the humanity-centric media tell you what to think about zombies. A free mind is a tasty mind. That was from the actual developer of the game, releasing that statement. What do you think of that, Luke? Game Politics also chided the report, calling it ridiculous, and citing 36 mainstream news outlets that picked up the story immediately. Oh, here comes the police is ready to take you down. Okay, you now have a fart meter, and you can now eat brains. Yay, zombies! Now you're getting a horde of zombies. As you can see, all the ones that had previously been there are now zombies with you. So you can turn all of your enemies into zombies if you do it properly.
Yeah. The one thing I really enjoy about this game is there's a boss battle where you have to dance with the mayor, which is just simply fantastic because it's like break dancing that you're doing with the mayor.
Wait, are we talking like Thriller? Just breaking into like a flash mob of Thriller with actual zombies?
Yeah, it is kind of. Well, it's just you and the mayor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just you and the mayor. It's like a dance-off.
That's so awesome. There's a lot of dark humor in this game, and
a lot of oddities.
So this is a real kind of hidden gem. It was released really late in the console's lifespan. I think this released, a few months before the Xbox 360 hit the market. Did she smack you on the ass?
With a taser, no less. As you see your health meter refilling. And now the gate opens, and you saunter in a little bit further, leaving your zombie army behind you. I love the gradients on the screen. Oh god, they're so much fun.
And this game is also really big about kind of pushing the whole stereotypes. Like you saw, like your typical greaser there. I mean, there's your guy in the cap.
So Steve thinks all bottled water tastes the same.
Oh my gosh, it's too early to divorce him.
Of course not. But do I went to beach house?
Of course you do. Oh my gosh.
Be the zombie. Rip off arms, eat brains, indulge your appetite for destruction, and live like you're already dead. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. In stores now. Rated M for mature.